Yeah, and I'm John Pogo, and I make up the better-looking half of the Pogo Bros.
Well, that's really undecided, man. I don't know about that.
Well, why don't we just ask our house band, Luke Cummings? Lucas! Am I a hot piece of meat or what?
It's alright! Yeah! Hey, Lucas, what about me? I'm pretty hot.
Oh, yeah!
There you go. It's been decided.
Was that conclusive?
I think it was. Lucas counts.
Well, alright.
Okay, well, on today's show, we'd like to present our special guest, Luke Cummings, avid lower-grade Canadian beer enthusiast. As well, we want to give a shout-out to our Pots and Pans house bands, Luke Cummings.
Oh, yeah! It's a good shout-out. It's a good shout-out.
Thank you.
Alright, wow.
Okay, well, you know, when we entering into
Wait.
Whoa!
That's a beer show.
Yeah, man, I got my lines. You can't interrupt me while I'm talking.
Dude, this is a beer show, right? It's a beer show.
Wow.
That's a beer show.
Yeah, when you're right, you're right.
Well, yeah, let's grab some brewskis then, broski.
Yeah, okay, grab some. What's in the cooler today, John?
For myself, a nice delicious Rogue Chocolate Stout, which I will be checking online at
WorldBeerCollection.com.
And for you, my friend, I brought you a nice Rogue Irish-style lager, which you can check off online at
WorldBeerCollection.com. It's amazing! What do you think, Lucas?
Oh, yeah!
A very common stereotype about our neighbors to the south in the United States of America is that their beer is shitty. But on the contrary, the craft beer industry has been gaining a strong momentum and a world reputation amongst beer enthusiasts for having a diverse variety of delicious craft beers. Rogue Beer is one of the finest craft breweries in the States. I see John has used his skills to pour us some nice-looking pints.
There you go, my brother. Ooh.
Thank you. That looks good.
It looks delicious.
Prost! That is full of deliciosity, man. That is a great beer.
Wow, this beer just gave me a beerection.
Okay, on that note, let's take it to a commercial break.
That guy needs a beer. WorldBeerCollection.com.
No doubt about it, man. That guy definitely needs a beer.
What do you think, Lucas?
Oh, yeah!
It's time to bring out our first ever guest here on World Beer Collection Presents The Beer Show. He has been drinking beer since the age of 19, since we do not promote underage drinking.
No.
He is an avid beer pong enthusiast. He loves the lower shelf Canadian beer, and he even once went to Hawaii to watch his friends run a marathon while he sat there and drank beer.
That's beer-tastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand out to Luke Cummings.
Luke Cummings! Hi, man, Luke, how you doing today?
Good. How are you guys doing?
All right, have a seat. Well, welcome.
So Luke, this is your garage, eh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Kudos to you, I like the telescope. And,
Yeah, bright colors, good stuff.
I imagine you get a lot of cats in here looking for milk.
On that note, dude, just grab this guy a beer. Okay, so let me get this. I don't know what milks and cats have to do with beer, but let me just
There you go.
ask you a question here, Luke. What is your favorite beer?
Oh, this is so good as soon as it hits your lips.
It is a great beer.
It's Rogue Dead Guy Ale.
It's Rogue Dead Guy Pale Ale.
And Luke, be sure to check that off at
WorldBeerCollection.com. Anyway, so, going back to the question, what is your favorite beer?
I would have to say it's a Pilsner.
Why?
Because I like Pilsner.
Saskatchewan beer guru?
Yeah, exactly.
Enthusiast of sorts. Well, that's great.
Luke, now my question for you. If you were a beer, which beer would you be?
What kind of beer would I be?
Sexy blonde, perhaps?
I would choose Sexy Blonde.
Sexy blonde!
Sexy
I knew it! I like went in your head and I figured out sexy
You
blonde.
got it.
Okay. Great. Luke. Okay, final question. Have you ever been night-capped?
Night-capped? What's night-capped? You got some kind of video or something you can show me?
We thought you'd never ask.
You It's a Thursday night on a brisk February evening as a group of friends decide to frequent their original hangout. Every Thursday you just want to let loose, but your former group of partiers, bros, go-tos, attractive single members of the opposite sex, drinking buddies, and randoms are not like they used to. They have lost the zest to continue the party. They have families, careers, spouses, and mortgages. Without a bit of convincing, the night is surely going to end early after a couple of beers and perhaps an appy or two. This is where you come in. You are the nightcapper. Your responsibility is to ensure that when everyone starts to check their watches after a beer in the early evening, you call out nightcap, which originates from the Latin word for nitus capius, meaning to keep people out with the promise of one more beer. However, you are just one person, and knowing the final beer will be drank with enthusiasm, so Joe can get back to his new girlfriend, you need to obtain the ally. This is important, because after your nightcap is called, you have waived the right to call further nightcaps for the evening. In that case, when pint glasses are looking empty, the ally, in the spirit of the rule, yells out, nightcap! And boom, shaka-laka-laka, you have one more round. Now, as you start to move into cab stage of the evening, there is hope placed on the inevitable wild card. The wild card is the old friend that was the life of the party. When he drank, it was always legendary. Now he has a new girlfriend that has turned Captain Party into Captain Codependent. As the beer starts to flow and the ties become a little looser around the neck, it is at this time that the wild card, transforming to his former superhero self, realizes just how fun the good old days were and how one more beer is only going to make this night that much better. Yells, nightcap, and another round is in the cards. The nightcap rule is not something to take lightly. A lot of plotting, scheming, luck, and timing is important. Everyone gets one nightcap per night that must be redeemed, or you lose it that night. There is no accumulation of nightcaps. Remember, when your friends turn lame, you don't have to. Oh, man, the nightcap rule, legendary, I have to tell you. This is great.
It's good. I got nightcaps one time. I woke up with a half-eaten cheeseburger on my chest.
Okay, on that note, let's take a bathroom break and hear a word from our sponsors. Excuse me.
Yeah?
Is that your beer collection?
Yeah, it is. Well, how did you get in my house?
That's not important right now. What is important is, didn't you know that cluttered bottles in your kitchen leads to unsanitary living conditions?
Well, I have been getting a lot of fruit flies lately.
Log into worldbeercollection.com. It's a social media, user-friendly, interactive-based website where you can get rid of the clutter and add it to your online interactive beer list.
Thanks, worldbeercollection.com. Thanks to you, I'll finally get my table back.
worldbeercollection.com. Oh! Yo! You know what that means? What?
No, I don't.
It's our first ever guest host challenge! Alright, so here we are. Welcome to our first ever guest host challenge. We've got John Pogo versus Luke Cummings, our special guest. And here we're going to go today on Straight on Chug. Normally we've got a number of challenges that we will use, but today we've decided to go with mano a mano, drink it down, get it back, get the victory. So we've got Luke, we've got John. Are you guys ready?
Ready. Already.
Oh, they're ready. Okay, so, on your marks. Get set. And drink. John Pogo is our victor, winning the first ever guest host challenge. That's all the time we have for today's show. I'd like to thank you for joining us for our first ever World Beer Collection presents The Beer Show.
And I would like to give a shout out to our special guest, Luke. Thanks for coming on to the show. Everything was great. It was great having you here.
Great competition, Luke.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Great competitor, great man, humanitarian of life, and of Saskatchewan beer guru-ism. Yep.
All-around stand-up guy. Stand-up guy.
Tune in next time as we have our World Beer Collection presents the Beer Show St. Patrick's Day edition, where we will look at some of the great beers of Ireland, and we'd like to thank our camera woman, Paula Double D, our Pots and Pans house band, Luke Cummings, again, Luke Cummings special guest. So tune in next time, and remember, all beer is good!
Loco hits my lips. The booze is free and I don't tip. Take off my shirt.